We're just going for it. Let's see. And I feel like I need to skip closer because I'm off centered here.
In our winter wonderland of our cold
Our own house.
1920s house.
So, welcome to the Becca and Jeremy show.
Yes.
What are we going to call this thing? Oh, another weird day. That's what we're going
Yeah.
to call it. Another weird day. So, welcome to another weird day.
Then
Just
we'll
going
be
to try to.
free to talk about all the weird things that happen in our lives.
Yep.
Now I have to go into dictionary definition of weird though, because
Well,
weird has to do with destiny. So it's actually a divine marker.
can you elaborate? I vaguely remember this definition.
I also vaguely remember his definition.
So, weird means destiny. So, we're talking about everybody's destiny.
No, but like supernatural, unusual, which is
Supernatural.
also
So,
real.
like a miracle.
That's not the same as weird, but it can be.
Could be.
But it isn't always. I don't know. I don't think you can use them synonymously.
No, I wouldn't use miracle and weird
Unless you don't
interchangeably.
like miracles.
Unless you don't like miracle?
I think that's the thing about weird. It gives you a little bit of room to be like, there are some things that are happening that I don't like, but that doesn't mean that they're bad. I just don't like them. It doesn't mean they can't become good, but I just don't like them.
All right.
That happened a lot last year.
Yeah,
But it's a new year, so happy
it's
new
New
year.
Year. Today is literally January 1st,
2025.
2025. Crazy how it's gone by. Well, we talked about doing an object, so I brought an object. She doesn't know. So,
I do
how do we
not
want
know.
to reveal this? Do I just bring
However
it
you
out and
want
talk
to.
about it, or should I like make it a guessing game? I'm not sure.
Oh, that's kind of fun. Okay, maybe a
Okay,
guessing game.
how about like 20 questions? Want to do 20 questions?
Okay. Is it from our room?
No.
Is it
What?
from this room?
No.
Okay. Is it from outside?
No.
I need to sneeze.
Oh no. It's okay.
Um, can you wear it?
No.
Um, let's see. So you just look at it?
Yep.
Okay, well, we learned that. Is it a picture?
No.
Is it a tool?
No.
You just look at
Mm-hmm.
it. Okay. What the heck? Okay.
It's great. I love it already.
This is not. Is it blue?
No.
Is it white?
Nope.
I don't know. Is it multicolored?
I mean, yes. Not very many colors, but it is more than one color.
Right. That's actually what I was assuming in my mind. I
Good
don't.
thing you asked.
Yeah. Good
Yeah,
thing.
there's 10.
So
Get
you
10 more.
don't wear it,
Nope.
but you just look at it.
Mm-hmm.
What in the world? Um, I don't know what else to ask. I think maybe we should be 10 questions.
Okay, 10
Seems
questions. Good.
better.
I'll give you some hints.
Okay.
We stare at it every time that we open presents.
Wrapping paper?
Nope. It's an ornament.
Oh.
So this ornament goes all the way back to the OG.
That's hilarious.
It is a Reese's ornament that we got before we were married, before we were dating.
I think
I'm
before.
pretty sure this was like China days, so
I
like
think this was before
2004.
we went to China together. Or
2000.
maybe right after. I feel like it was right after because
Yeah.
I think we knew we liked each other.
Oh yeah.
And that was after China.
We definitely knew.
That was 2004.
See, multicolored. Stare at it. You can't.
21 years ago. I feel so old.
Yeah. So it was really cheesy high school romance where we're like, "What's your favorite candy?" We both said Reese's. I think at the same time, didn't we?
I think so.
Yep. Yep.
They were
So
like, here, have it. Didn't I get it for you though?
I don't remember.
I think I got it for you.
Probably. It had candy in it when it came with it, but those are long gone, 20 years ago.
That would be gross if it was still there.
I can't open it anyway, so
Say, I didn't even open it in years. It's very difficult to open.
yeah, it's kind of stuck in there.
You have to show. It's like
The
stuck.
Yep. So I can't open it. Maybe if I try really hard.
Yeah, you're Hulk. You can use it. If he can move
Oh
pianos, he can open an
my
ornament.
gosh, moving pianos.
Yeah. If he can build escape rooms and school buses and decks.
Nope. I'm gonna
But he
break it.
can't open an ornament.
I have to break open the pocket knife to help me out here.
Oh,
So
please don't do it towards yourself. You guys are not actually getting the benefit of his insanity right now.
hey, we wanted this thing open. So
Okay, look at this.
oh, look at that.
It's a
See, I
money
knew there was
mug.
something China in there.
It's
There's a
all of
bunch
our
of Chinese.
Chinese
What is
money. This
this?
is like our $1 million
I can't remember what this
retirement
is
fund.
called.
I don't even know what it's called.
Yen is Japanese, I think.
No,
Maybe it is yen.
I think it was yen. Well, that looks Arabic. Doesn't that look Arabic on the bottom?
1980.
These are interesting. Wow, you chose a very fascinating item.
I had no idea
It even
I
had a
had
surprise
treats.
inside of
Dude,
it.
we're like loaded, man.
We had a lot of cash after, and we didn't exchange it back because we thought it was cool.
That's kind of cool.
I got my hair done
Wonder how much
while
that's
I
worth.
was there.
Oh, like 20 bucks.
We got a massage. No, not a massage, but we went to like a. Do you remember the pedicure place and they like
Yeah.
had fish eat our feet?
Oh, yeah. The
It's
fish.
like SeaWorld, honestly. It was just like the same fish as SeaWorld, right?
Yeah. They eat all the dead skin off your toes.
Yeah.
That was so romantic.
That was just an experience with
Yes.
everybody.
That was not a date.
No. But
No.
I mean, we've had weird dates. Our
That's
first date
another
that was
weird day. No, I'm kidding.
unofficial was definitely
The plane ride?
super, super simple. No, that wasn't a date. We had people around us.
That's true.
I mean, you can have dates with people around you, but we didn't go on that trip for each other.
Yeah.
That was
No.
not a date.
We were invited by our youth leader, and me, you, and Buddy went from
Wedding.
our church. But then there's a lot of other youth from other churches that we didn't know, but we got to know.
Yep.
And then we haven't talked to
I didn't
since.
even know till this last year that Shane was like purposely not invited.
Really?
Shane.
Well, Shane, he's our high school friend,
Yeah.
pastor in California now. And yeah, he was a little of a wild card. I mean, he still is a wild card, but
I think he had more fears back then too, like travel. Well, he needed people to take care of him. That's before he knew how to make peanut butter and jelly
oh my
sandwiches.
gosh.
So that's why he couldn't go to China.
Yeah, I guess he would be like 16 then. Yeah, he was a little wild then.
But he's good. He's
Oh
good
yeah,
now.
he's great right now. You should go
Yep.
check it out.
Go check out Legacy
Legacy
Church,
Church.
Downey, California.
Yep.
There you go. Already representing. Okay, so this is at the end.
Yep. We'll do a hat at the end with a random thought, idea, object, something we're thinking about.
That we
All
can
of
talk
those
about
things.
next time.
Yes.
So that means we don't have as much this time.
Well, what else do we want to do with this podcast that we talk about?
Oh, that's true. We can just kind of lay down
So we're thinking
groundwork.
about interviewing people. We
Mm-hmm.
like conversations with people. We like stories.
Yeah.
Which is, I don't know, idea for the object,
Mm-hmm.
stories behind the objects.
Mm-hmm.
I think it's fascinating. She mentioned ethereal ideas
Yeah, I
or
wanted to bring in
concepts. Do you have
um
anyone? Any
anything you can't.
concepts?
Well, I mean, I think I want to make sure that we are bringing back stories and thoughts to like who God is and what did God say. So, I guess I just want to bring in the spiritual aspect.
Yeah,
Um because we always have that to our stories in our weird days.
strange days.
So,
So we talk about that. We put some parameters on this thing. It's either got to be no shorter than 20 minutes, but no longer than 3 hours. So we, giving ourselves a wide berth there.
yeah, because I think it would be fun to bring people on. I mean, we both decided it would be fun to bring in other people to interview.
Yeah, one of them being my dad because he has an endless amount of stories where you're like,
Yes.
Dad, why didn't you ever tell me that you were a paramedic or you were
Right.
rescuer in the middle of the
Still
desert
fly
and flash floods.
helicopters.
Yeah, flash.
Okay,
What?
cool.
So anyway,
Yeah,
we'll have to interview him because
he
he has
definitely
all
has
kinds of crazy
interesting
stories.
stories.
So
Yeah,
yeah, anything else?
I don't know. I think that's it. I
Think you
mean,
like the why? I'm
oh yeah,
context.
I
You
guess
know,
we were gonna interview each other, kind of.
it's
We
true.
could go into that. I mean, we got the beginning of our story a little bit,
Yeah,
but
no, I think that's good.
I
I think
think
we
that's a
wanted.
good
We
start.
love context. We love why. We love how. Like, and I guess an excerpt from this week's Another Weird Day. On
True.
Christmas Eve, we went to an Orthodox service
Oh
in
yeah,
Hagerstown, Maryland,
that was interesting.
and we showed up last minute. Very small, 120-year-old church. There's what 10, 15 people in the pews, and
Maybe 20.
maybe 20, maybe if you include the singers.
He was very overwhelmed by the turnout at the end too.
Yes, he was the priest, the bishop. I'm not even sure what to
I
call him.
think
Pastor.
he's a priest.
Okay. So it was a 2-hour long service where they chanted and sang um, the
Yeah.
story of Jesus, and in between had some of the creeds that the Orthodox Church do. Anyway, it was
Yeah,
interesting. It was
verses
very
from
long for our
Psalms.
kids, but it was,
It
I
was
think it
two
was good.
hours,
Yeah.
solid 2 hours of just like musical chanting
And then he had the incense where it
and the
was hanging from a
bells.
rope with the bells on it and swung it around. And I'm like, what is going on? I've only seen that in, Catholic churches or movies, or I don't know. So anyway, afterwards, we decided to look it up. Like, what is the meaning of the bells and the incense and everything that is going on there? And so, I don't know, I thought it was interesting. Before, like,
It is.
I don't know, being,
Just our different reactions to
yeah, before
that
condemning
experience.
it, like, why are they doing that? In my own mind, I'm like, why do they do that? And so one of the things was the
I mean, you
bells.
definitely said, I just thought that was really weird.
It was really weird, and because I don't know why they do that. But we looked it up and we found out that it was because the priests of old, or maybe in
I think it
synagogues,
referenced like Leviticus. Yeah.
yeah, that they used to wear bells when they entered the Holy of
Holy of
Holies.
Holies.
Um,
In the most inner portion of the temple.
yep, and
That would
so
only be entered once a year. And they would put the bells on them in case they died because they had not cleansed themselves properly before
yep,
going there. And then, the incense is a reminder of the prayers of the saints. So those two symbols together, sorry, I'm taking over, but
no, it's good.
um, are just a reminder that we are holy and cleansed, and we can go into the deepest part of, I guess, the closeness of God.
Yeah,
Um, I think it's a really beautiful symbolic. Sapphire did not like the smell of the incense at
that was
all.
very strong.
I thought it was really amazing to be immersed so physically in such a spiritual environment. I thought that was really neat, but
Yeah, and my take from it was he rang the bells while they were singing and also walked through the audience to ring the bells
yeah, at
too.
one point he walked
I
down the
think
aisles.
signifying that we are all welcome in the presence of God is what I
Right.
took from that. Hopefully that's the right interpretation.
And then on the
And
humor side, I just
what?
your reaction too of like, oh, just to show they're not dead.
Yeah, it was.
You know.
I was going to go to that. So
It's
why did
now
so
even I'm thinking of Monty Python, like not dead yet.
sure.
Like,
So I mean, they signify. Well, why did they
is
ring
that
the?
what you're
Why
doing?
did they wear the bell? The priests wear the bells in the Holy of Holies.
Because we're
Because
not
if
dead.
you heard the bells, meaning he was welcome in there, and if you didn't hear the bells, well, he's dead. And so, and they used to tie a rope around the priest too. So if you stop hearing the bells, you could drag him out and not have to go in there and die
Is
yourself.
this symbolic for churches to use more bells in their services to remind each other they're not dead?
Maybe I'm not sure, but I thought that was fascinating, and
We
so
are also on a church hunt
yep,
because I have loved so many aspects of the churches we visited here, and also just not sure where God is calling us to commit.
It's
I
true.
don't know. We feel committed to God's body. Like if we know someone in any of these churches we've gone to that need help, like we're here, we want to help you.
Yep.
Um, and then also just what does that look like day by day, week by week, on Sundays, Wednesdays? I don't know. We're
Yeah.
trying to figure it out.
Yep. We are
So
figuring it out. Well, we're trying to, as you said.
I really like visiting new churches because I do feel like I see new aspects of who God is and different people that He's
Like the bells and
created.
whistles. We wouldn't have experienced that if we
Yeah,
didn't go.
yeah. But I also want to be an encouragement to other believers too. And I know sometimes, I mean, it's encouraging to have visitors. So
Yeah. He was very
maybe that's our
encouraged.
yeah,
I mean, our family of five was, a quarter, an eighth of the audience.
yeah,
So at that particular service.
right. So I think that's where we are. I hope not this whole next year,
Yeah.
but
No,
yeah,
I hope not.
but we do want to be committed to believers as well.
Yeah.
And yet, yeah, I think this is where it gets so complicated. I do feel committed to help anyone in need, but we are supposed to be taking care of our own family
Hmm.
in in honor of the Lord, in respect and faith. So we're trying to do that too, just taking care of our family, which has been difficult this last year.
Yep. And we can go
Thankfully,
into that.
God takes care of us first.
Yep. Absolutely.
Yeah.
That's good.
What
Well,
else are you thinking?
I'm gonna put this up here
Oh, to add
to add to our collection
montage
of.
of stuff back there.
These are some things we'll go into in other
Yeah,
episodes.
Peter Pan escape room,
Oh, that's true. Wow.
but we didn't. We also talked to
Yeah,
Winnie the Pooh. We have to have a lot of good ideas that maybe don't happen before we have good ideas that do.
it's true.
That's where we are.
I like it.
Here's my hilarious hat.
Okay.
And
So this is going to be something we're going to talk about next week.
yeah.
So we can give our
And then we'll
initial
give our
reactions
initial
now.
reactions and then maybe do a little more research to share.
Okay.
And then I think this is going to be a pretty, I don't know the word, relaxed conversation
Yeah,
podcast.
I think so. Oh, you know what? We didn't even hit our 20-minute marker first time. We're only at 17
Oh,
minutes. 18.
well, we
Well,
have
we got 2
minutes of
minutes.
reaction.
Okay.
We'll be
We'll
fine.
go for it.
I think we're doing great. 20 minutes is a good kickoff.
Delayed gratification.
That's been on
So
my
what were
mind
you
today.
thinking when you wrote that?
Um, so I haven't even talked to him about this yet.
Oh, jeez.
But this year I'm going to I started doing it this last year for a while. Just um only having sugar on Saturdays
Mm,
and then having, just being more conscientious to have less sugar.
yeah.
So I had my sugar-free coffee this morning, which is still good, actually.
Yeah.
So
Stevia is a great thing.
yeah, delayed gratification. I think that will build confidence and patience in myself and hopefully our family and our children. And yeah, I just want to be talking about that more with the kids too. So that was
That's
on my
great.
mind.
I love that. Because, yeah, as,
We've had that a little bit the last few months. Like
yeah,
things are just slower here
they
in
are a
West
little slower.
Virginia. We didn't even talk about that for people who don't know us.
Yeah. We're transplants from California.
We just moved to
Came
West
here
Virginia.
8 months ago.
Yep, from California
Yeah.
in May of 2024, and it is January 1st. We've been
Pretty
here for
on.
a little while.
Maybe we'll be a whole year in one state, in one house,
That
in
was
one
not the
dwelling.
case last year, I'll tell you that. We
Yeah.
lived in like three different houses.
Yep. We'll have to get into that. But yeah, delayed gratification. I like that because I do keto when I'm good, and I during the holidays was not. But I think I do it mainly for my heart reasons because I have high
Mm.
blood pressure running through the family, and I also do too if I don't watch it. So I'm trying to stay off medication. I have so far not had to. And so, yeah, delayed gratification, also building the character um, in ourselves and also, like you said, in our kids, I think is really good. And so, no, I'm excited to jump back on it. And
And also, big picture here, delayed gratification, that is like the journey of faith.
yeah,
We don't get to see what we believe in, like face to face, until after we die. um, as Christians, trusting Jesus, so it really is just a practice for our spiritual walk every day too, remembering that our full gratification, the full understanding of why we choose to give thanks today will come to fruition and understanding later on. So,
uh,
yeah, there you go. I guess we'll talk about that more
yeah, yeah,
next week. I guess we were going to do Tuesday nights, but maybe we'll try Wednesday mornings. It'll go back and forth probably,
yeah, we'll see.
and then we'll get in a
Well,
groove.
our goal is once a week, I think.
Yep.
So we'll give it a try.
Yep.
Okay.
Sweet. Thanks,
Thanks,
babe.
guys. Yep. Thank you. Bye.